Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show. It's our 20th season. I'm here with Coach John Olive, and last night was a game against Cookeville, and we got one in the win column, Coach.
We did, and it was a nice one. It was one that we needed, and just got to remember, not one game makes a season.
No.
And so we don't want that to be our best game this year.
The challenge is still out there.
That's correct. And I had told them on Thursday, regardless of whether we win or lose, that little Banny Rooster was on a return on the practice field next week, as I'd had a rather robust week on the practice field.
I heard that things went, that things were tough out there.
We just got to learn how to keep working, and that's what I want them to understand. I want our young men to understand that. Our assistant coaches did a great job in preparing. Steve Britton and the defensive staff. We gave up some big plays, but that's only happened to us because we don't have enough team speed this year. But we were a lot more aggressive, a lot more physical, and we made a lot more stops and so forth. And hat goes off to Motorez and Coach Shaw on the offensive side. And, we did a lot better job blocking than we did last week, a lot more aggressive. And then the last hat goes off to the players themselves because we're ugly. We're ugly. We can't do it the easy way, and we fall behind 10-0 because of mistakes that we make, and yet the young men had enough fortitude to come back and to fight and take it to them, and it's a good victory for Tullahoma.
Yeah, that could have been a real easy time to just
fold the tent,
fold up, and
go,
we're just really not that good. But let me tell you what, it was an exciting football game last night. You hang around here and you'll see that there were some great plays, great catches, great throws, great blocks. I was impressed by the blocking, downfield stuff, and the trailing blocks and things like that. The young men were hustling. Evidently, you got to them.
Well, no, they got to each other, and I think everybody was trying to do a little motivation here and there, and I even found an old Bo Schembechler quote, and I had to explain at the bottom of the page, though, who Bo Schembechler was, that he was a Hall of Fame coach at Michigan, because I knew none of them would know who Bo was. But, he's pretty plain spoken about the sport of football and how tough it is to play the sport of football. And if you're going to work that hard, then you better win, because it's no fun if you don't.
Yeah, you're exactly correct. And that's what happened last night. What we're going to do right now is take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with the first quarter of Tullahoma Cookeville Wildcat football.
Ascend Federal Credit Union, raising possibilities.
Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Tamco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree's Southern Rose and Sun windows, Trader's grills, Quickset locks, General Shell brick, Yellow wood, and pass load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply. 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
It's football time in Tennessee. Keith Barnett here with the Russell Barnett Automotive family, where we're ready for another great season. The name you've trusted for over 30 years and home of the million-mile warranty. Stop by one of our 4 locations and catch that next great deal. Russell Barnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Chevrolet GMC, Ford and Mercury in Winchester, and Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. My question is, Why buy anywhere else?
You can see it in his swagger. You can see it in his swagger. He a boss, you can see it in his swag. How we walk, how we talk.
A lot can change in 2 years, but not everything has to. With the Charter Price Guarantee, lock in low rates for 2 years, because sometimes it's nice to know what's on the road ahead.
Our captains last night, number 7, Ben Williams, number 86, Jonathan Floyd, number 35, Anthony Piccinini, and number 50, Nick Gagnier. And Anthony's injured 1 day of spring practice and injured a knee, and we tried rehabbing, and anyway, it turned out that the ACL had to be repaired, and it's knocked him out for the year. But he says, Coach, I just want to be a part of the team. Anything I can do to help. And so he runs some clockwork stuff for us during practice, and he charts for us. He's a senior. All those are seniors. Yeah. Got 15 seniors, and anyway, try to honor each of them every couple of weeks here, as we'll rotate that around. They open up, we take the football. We win the toss and take the football, and one thing nice about having a mic'd up referee, I was able to stand down there in the end zone and know that we were going to get the football, because most of the time I have to wait until I see the captains or they turn them around or whatever. And so anyway, we open up trying to run Trey Burks there, and they stop him after a short gain. We come back and try to run a draw play here, and Justin's able to pick up about 4. And we're going to line up right here, and it's going to be the first of I don't know how many where we get them off sides. And good job right there. We get a first down.
And I think number 91 got caught about 4 times doing that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know that was the first of it right there. And here, we just mess up our blocking right there. We might have had even a bigger play. We are able to pick up 4 or 5 and make it a second down and 6. And trying to hit a pass play here, and a little bit behind Zane,
but it was there.
We're going to make an adjustment on that route as we go through the game, and we'll hit Zane over and over and over on it. Come back right here, and again, we're just a little bit off. We're, got people open, but we're a little off. And
now we're what right there? 12 yards off the ball?
No, we're at 14 is what it's supposed to be, and he's sitting at 14. And we're just slow getting it off. Everybody blocks it right, and Cody, when he sees this, the snap was a tad low, but it was 2.7 seconds, and you can't be that slow. And sometimes those punters want to find lace out and make sure the football has the same number of laces it's supposed to. It's just part of it.
The dimples. How many dimples it has on it?
He'll figure it out that everybody's coming to get that football. I need to get it out of there.
Get it gone. Well, the reason I said something about how far back we were wasn't about the fact that one got blocked, but if you'll notice throughout the game, when they punt the ball, they're about 8 yards or 9 yards.
9 yards deep when they do it, and have a one-step punter. So anyway, we take back over at our own 16-yard line or so, and good job by Justin dropping it off out there to the running back. Same play we just ran 2 plays earlier, and that time Justin felt like that he needed to drop it off. And we pick up a first down, we come back, throw it to Zane Price,
there it is,
and pick up another first down. So we've responded with 2 first downs in 2 plays.
You know, I was getting ready to say earlier, Coach, before we started, that it seemed to me you could almost watch Justin grow in that position through the 4 quarters of this ball game.
The second half in particular, I thought he grew up a lot. That counts as a little pass. Trey would like to have it as rushing yardage, I'm sure, but that's a pass because we're pitching it forward right there. We don't pitch it forward every time, but that time they executed it exactly right, and we make good yardage. They call holding on us out there on the outside, so we ended up losing some of that yardage. Can't turn the corner that time. And we come back right here, and we got Zane Price in the middle of the field, and that's a very, very good catch. And if that had been in the NFL, we'd had 15 yards on top of that.
15 for the head.
Just because of that rule in the NFL. But good job. You know, good execution. Pick up another first down.
On their side of the field.
And here comes Trey on the handoff, and he gets his shoulders turned, makes a cut there. That's a great job. And we'll pick up another first down. So we're responding here. And Cookeville takes a timeout. And we draw them off sides.
Number 91.
Somebody can keep count on that today. I believe that's 2 so far. We come back, we're trying to throw a pass right there, and we're going to take a sack. You know, we lose our composure here just a little bit, and right there, Justin will learn that his real mistake was not the interception. I mean, we throw the interception there. His real mistake was the reason he threw the interception was he called the wrong blocking protection, and we turned that defensive end loose coming from that opposite side over there. And so therefore that forces the throw, and that causes the interception. Right. But he'll learn from that. At halftime we were talking about doing some things, and anyway.
Now that little kid right there is quick.
He is. He's very quick. And runs by us right there. We actually had people in position to make the tackle, and he ran by us. Great job. I mean, if you watch this, the best thing that I saw out of the defense was we're beginning to set the line of scrimmage back on the other side on the offensive side of the ball. If you look at it, that's where the line of scrimmage is going. We're still missing too many tackles, but we're hustling, and we are running to the football.
Getting to the ball, that's right.
And we end up getting a personal foul penalty there as well. As they called a head slap against one of our defensive linemen, and you can't do that. You can't slap them in the head. Got to keep your hands down, shoulders, and below. And they get a penalty because their center was picking the ball up and moving it at least a foot and sometimes a foot and a half, and in that situation it happened to be just right on. It was 6 inches short of the white line, and then he picks it up and puts it a foot past the white line. And I said, how can you do that? That just changed the line of scrimmage.
Sure it does.
So anyway,
that little number 10, he's a hard-working little fella for them.
He is. He's their best running back. And
hard to pin down, hard to keep hold of. He'd squirt through there.
You know, the one thing about Cookeville on this year is that's a great hit by Trey, and we just don't come up with a fumble. Great job there. Cookeville's not as big at their skill players as they have been. They've you know, up front, they're probably not quite the size. They're still good size. You look at 74; he's a good sized young man. But great job by Dalton Cox right there.
Job, Dalton.
That's a great job. That's the way you feel the whole downhill right there. And this is a great job by our defense to hold them to a field goal here, because everything's gone against us. We've had the block punt, picked up, running for a touchdown. We've driven the ball back down the field, throw the INT. They get and bring it back down the field and look like they're going to drive it in to go up 14-0. And our defense holds right there. And you know, we're talking as offensive coaches about what we need to try to do, and we decided to stick with our game plan and see if we can't, that we're moving the ball. We just need to be able to try to finish a drive off now. And so this is what we're going to try to do. And we're going to open right back up, running the option this way. And again, we pitch it forward, so it's a pass play. And so Justin getting all kind of yardage. And really we'll have to go back and we'll have to, you know, make some judgments on whether the pitches are forward or laterals, and to redo our stats for the night. See, that one's backwards.
That one's back.
So it's going to be a run play. And so that's rushing yardage that we're getting right there. And so
that young man right there just doesn't like to go down.
He doesn't. Jonathan Stovall. He's going to be a good one for us. And
reminds me a little bit of Shaquille Harris.
And this tray right here, great job. I mean, that's a great job by the quarterback. Good route by Trey, and we just don't pitch and catch right there. But it was good operation. And there's 91. That's 3 times.
He just can't wait.
And you know, and what that does is not only do we get the penalty, but it slows them down. And great job there blocking by Caleb Olive there on the corner. Touchdown, Trey Burks. And I couldn't tell. I wasn't paying enough attention to see whether it was a pass or a lateral on whether that's a rushing touchdown or a throwing touchdown. And,
that's a sidewinder right there.
It was. The ball slid off the block right there. Cody does a great job kicking off, though. I mean, that's 5 yards deep in the end zone, and he got several in the end zone.
He was there all night, just about.
I mean, that's big, making them start at the 20-yard line every time. Good job, defense.
Great push.
You know, we got a little beef in there right now.
Yeah, we had the beef had pads on this week.
Yeah.
Last week the beef didn't have pads on.
You know, when we play speed teams, we may not have as much beef, but playing against a team that's a power running team, the beef did a good job at trying to reset that line of scrimmage. And so we find ourselves down 10-6, have a punt blocked, we've thrown an interception, and now they've scored 10 points. We finally score, but we can't kick the PAT. We're just ugly at this point in time, but we are in the ball game and we are battling.
We are in the ball game, and that massive block by Caitlin Olive down there on the end. He's
sounds like Mike Finn right there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's smiling over there. Look at that big smile. He's still sore somewhere. I guarantee you that. But you know, folks, it's Tullahoma High School football. It's great. What I want to do is I want to thank the Gerwe family. It's Rick Gerwe and all of his folks over there for being our water sponsor at Mid-South Distributing. You need to hydrate. You don't know what to do, get in the queue. Get you some of this white quartz water and dive in a bottle of it, and I guarantee you, it will make you feel good. Nothing better than having plenty of water inside of you, and particularly if you are a sports-minded individual. You know, you see them cramping out there. If you got plenty of water in you, that won't happen. Get in shape, get in the water, dive in a bottle of Q. Thank you, Rick Gerwe. We'll go to a couple other of our sponsors, and we'll be back with the second quarter, John Olive's fifth quarter show.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to...
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Clayton has been Tullahoma's family shoe store for over 100 years with a reputation for fashion and personal service. And the tradition continues today. Stop by Clayton's and see our large selection of fine shoes.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton's Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Unlike all the rest, Southern Community Bank will provide you with a different banking experience because you are our first priority. Our services are intuitive. Our team is friendly. Our approach is refreshing. Our support to the community is unwavering. And our service is clearly unique. We offer accounts that make banking simple and hassle-free with all the conveniences you want and need most. Call Southern Community Bank and experience the bank that is unlike all the rest.
Hey football fans, I'm Miss Tennessee 2012, Chandler Lawson, and spokesperson for Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee. 1 in 4 Tennessee children don't know where their next meal is coming from, and often their struggles are silenced. In Tullahoma, 5 Loaves for Kids sees that need and ensures that hundreds of students are fed each weekend. But that wouldn't happen without dedicated volunteers and generous contributions. So tonight, I'm asking you to contribute to the fight against child hunger. Please visit www.5loavesforkidscharity.com to lend your voice.
All right, 2nd down and 7. They're going to try to run a bootleg right here, and goes through the receiver's hands. So it makes it 3rd down 7. And they try to run an option right here, and Joseph London chases it down from the backside and stops them short. And so defense is held, and going to make them hopefully punt the football to us.
Look how close they are. My goodness. That's not 9 yards.
That's 8 yards
like
that time.
Get away.
Yeah, he's done a good, Trey's done a good job at catching those punts, and that'll be one he wishes that he just rushed up underneath it and made a fair catch, and it would have saved us some yardage here. We're going to open up running a reverse to Trey, and they actually play it well, but they just don't have the speed to run with him. So he ends up making good yardage on the play. But 52 had stayed at home. He didn't budge. And when I saw him not budging, I thought, oh, no, we're in trouble here. But good job. It's nice to have an athlete that can run. And it's a way to square his shoulders up. And he picks up 4 yards there, steps right inside that tackler. And we're going to come back, and Justin does a good job of reading it right there. He actually misses the hole. He goes to a hole that has developed, but missed where the blocking was, but he gets better at running this play as the game goes along. And we're trying again. We still hadn't figured out yet what they're doing. From that time on, I don't think we throw it into the middle anymore. I think Zane's going to stay up the seam, and we'll get them from this time on. Justin tries to run that quarterback draw again, and
they're waiting on it.
Yeah, we just didn't get any movement there, and they gotta rush the passer in order for that play to work. So we're gonna come back. We'll run the option, and Justin does a good job, turns it up, picks up 4 or 5, leaves us with a 4th down, and we're going to see if we got another fish. And so we get one.
91. And
now it's 4th and short. We try it again just to see if they might do it again, and they don't. So we take a timeout, and now we're going to go for it on 4th down. Figuring they're coming up the middle blitzing, we're going to pitch it outside. And great job, good blocking, and we pick up 4 tough yards right there into the boundary. We thought they might be slanting to the wide side of the field because we've been running to the wide side. Now, see how we stayed in the seam? And all of a sudden, it opened. And And we'll hurt them with that pass for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that one would have been about 6 more yards downfield.
It would have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
And
but, you know...
here, one of those where we misread, and number 8 makes a good tackle. And that's part of it. When you run a read offense, option type offense, that's part of it right there. And we're going to come back and trying to hit Cole Potter there in the corner of the end zone. And then Justin's going to make a great play right here. He's on flush out of the pocket here. We don't get our first receiver that we're looking for. But good job. And then he's on a find Riley Darden in the back of the end zone. That's a great job. Good job, good touchdown. And we're going for 2 because we missed the PAT, and this is another great job by Justin. He comes off his first and second receivers and throws it to his third receiver. And that's a great job.
Yep, very good.
And
very
Jonathan
good.
Floyd catches it and gets the 2-point conversion.
And, I mean, nobody saw him sneak through back there. No. He just all of a sudden there he was.
He did a great job. Kickoff here, and Jonathan Stovall makes a one-on-one tackle. That's a great job by the young man.
Because that number 24, he's slick.
Good job there. Jacob Pearson was the first one to make contact, and then a host of Wildcats show up. I know Coach Britton's got to be proud of him. Coach Oakley, Coach Hyden, Coach Hazlett. We missed the old boy on the first one there, and Cody Michael. I thought Cody Michael made some improvements from one week to the next, as he made several plays last night that last week he struggled at making. Dalton Cox should have had him. I believe that's Kelton Hickerson that's got those feet, and they're able to pick up the first down though. And they run a little counter, and Dalton hangs on to him. Van Williams knocks him out of bounds. Second down and about 4. And they try to run the same play coming this other way. And Josh Duncan and Zane Price end up making the tackle, but it blown up really a little bit deeper back in there. And the best thing about it, and we know that we'll have trouble with teams trapping us and so forth.
Right.
But we were just wanting to reset the line of scrimmage so much last night. And against Columbia, we may not be able to play that style exactly the same, but last night it worked for us. And so you just got to find what works for your personnel.
Right. And I mean, like I said, we had some big boys on the line last night that didn't even have pads on.
Good block by Cole Potter coming back to help his running back there.
Yeah, that was great. I love that block.
We pick up about 5, 6 maybe.
That guy turned around and went, "Oh no, where'd he come from?"
And again,
great throw. Great throw. That was a very good throw. The way his body was for him to make that throw like that was a very good throw.
So pick up good yardage to Zane Price. We actually ran the same play back to back, just different sides there, trying to get us to understand what we were doing. That time we flinched, and so we gave 5 yards up, and we're okay. We're scrambling around here just a little bit, but that's okay.
Where
because
are we going? They didn't know where we
got
were
plenty
going
of time to snap the football.
And they're playing play, coach.
And here we go again. Good blocking. Great blocking. Good cut. Touchdown. Tullahoma Wildcats. And that's just a great job by those wide receivers. I think that was Zane and Riley and Caleb all out there taking care of their man. We let Hayden Hines trying to do the PAT there, and we just massive breakdown when I put the clock on him.
Now, can you pick that up and run it into the end zone for a touchdown?
Once it's blocked.
It's blocked.
It's blocked on a PAT.
Okay.
Now, field goal, if it's behind the line of scrimmage, you can pick it up and advance it. defense can advance it either way, but offensively, if you pick it up behind the line of scrimmage, you can advance a field goal, a blocked field goal. They try a little swing pass here, and a corner gets knocked down, and so they don't pick up good yardage. So we've had a really good drive to, get up on them by 10 points or so, but it doesn't take them long to respond. That's the reason, I don't know how many years they've been district champions, but they've been district champions a long time.
Right.
Whether they have average teams or good teams, they end up winning football games before it's all said and done, and they responded like a team that knows how to win a championship there, a district championship.
Now, they have a new coach this year?
They do. Coach Cook is the new coach. Coach Joslin, who's the longtime coach over there, has taken to the private schools. He's gone to John Paul. So it's 20-17, minute 41, and we get pinned back right here, a lot deeper than we'd like to be. They did a good job of kicking the ball and making us go chase it, and we're going to be back inside the 10-yard line. Tough place to start. And thought we might catch them playing the run right here, so we're going to try to hit Zane again, and got him in there. Just one of those few times that he took his eyes off the ball. And we're going to come back right here and hit Cole Potter. And there's a pass interference penalty right there, but Cole will take his reception. Rush was on right there, and that's a great job by Justin getting the ball to Trey Burks, because the blitz was coming, and we had hit him, but we hadn't stopped him, and that's a great job by Justin. And there's the pitch forward again, and we pick up another 7 yards. And so we got it 2nd and 3. And I make a mistake right here. We actually, I should have went on ahead and picked up the first down, or attempted to pick up the first down and then go deep on them. And I tried to go deep on them right there and go for everything. Here comes the blitz again, and throw just a little high, but good execution again. Now it's 4th down, and we go with the dummy call. They don't jump. We actually go with the dummy call again, but nobody tells our center. We failed as coaches to make sure that we had it set up to, because we weren't going to snap the ball there. I'm standing right beside the official down here on the sideline, and one of those things as coaches that you put down in your little book. I remember one year we were going to fake a PAT up at Hillsboro, and we couldn't fake it because we'd never sent it in before. We didn't know who we were sending it in with, and so we hadn't made that mistake since, and we'll make sure that we get our center communicated with, because he can't see the sideline once he's down over that football, unless he just happens to be at a correct angle. So we're up though, 20-17. We fought back. I thought they may have gotten a little momentum right there. I'm a little concerned that they're going to come back out in the 3rd quarter and have a little momentum. We want our young men to come out and set the tempo. And again, we're going to do it ugly.
Yeah, but
that's what we keep doing.
We came back on them, and they came back a little bit on us. And it's a football game.
That's correct.
It's an interesting, exciting football game, and that's what we all come to see. If they were all blowouts, it'd be good. It wouldn't be as much fun to watch. So what we're going to do right now, folks, is we're going to take you to a commercial break. We want to thank all of the people who have been with us for these past 20 years doing this, and because a lot of them started 20 years ago and are still here, and we certainly do appreciate you, and we hope you folks out there will go into these stores, these businesses, and tell them thank you for the support they've given the Tullahoma High School football program, the Charter Channel 6, and this bunch of P-heads over here. And, you know, buy something. That'd be good. That would prove their advertising works, doesn't it, John?
That's correct.
Get something from one of them. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello, Trent McNabb here, welcoming you to the brand new showroom at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac in Tullahoma. And here's something they don't have across town. Come check out our brand new state-of-the-art service drive.
Hello, Trey McNabb here, General Manager of Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep. You've seen my little brother on TV. I taught him everything he knows, except how to give you more money for your car. Come see me.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
To be a star athlete, you have to use the right equipment. Anything short of that is, well, ineffective. Make Top Rehab the best tool in your bag, especially after you've had a sports-related injury. Yes, you may get tired. Yes, you may get uncomfortable. But when the final rehab whistle blows, you get results. Top Rehab, the right equipment for your star athletes.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Hello, I'm Jim Woodard from Woodard's Diamond Showroom. Some think that since we're a single store operation, we don't have the buying power of the mega chain or department stores. Woodard's is a part of the Master IJO Jewelers, the world's largest jewelry buying group. This gives us the power of $800 million in sales. You get the best of both worlds, the buying power of a major with the customer service of a hometown jeweler. Woodard's Diamond Showroom, inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, Family Practice Dentistry for 29 years.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
All right, Coach, here we are with a couple of these fine Wildcat young men here with us this morning. There's that massive blocking Caleb Olive right over there threw a great block. And this half uses that set of hands to make probably one of the best catches of the ball game.
Makes a big play here in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And I thought it may have been the momentum changer because of the way the third quarter opens up.
I think it was. It was one of those deals where you go, when you look back, and I knew last night, when we looked back today, you would go, there it is, right there. When that just sort of took that catch, took the sheets and cut them half in two for them, and the wind went out. And
because they had kind of gained some momentum right there, and field position changed immediately, and that was good. And, you got anything you would like to say today, Caleb?
Team played really well last night, but still got room for improvement, and we need to get ready for our first district ball game, ready to go play Columbia next week.
Sounds like a coach's son. Well schooled. Well done, young man. Now I've got Mr. Cox over here. Mr. Dalton Cox. Middle linebacker. Fullback. From time to time. You didn't enter into the offensive picture last night, did you? Maybe once or twice?
Well, I played tight end last night. Me and John Floyd switched half and half.
No wonder I didn't see you.
Yeah.
How you like that? How you like that position?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it to play both fullback and tight end.
Yeah.
It's a little different, but I like it.
A little different. How about your backer duties last night?
Oh, I loved it.
You love that, don't you?
Yeah.
You like that hit, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Pretty quick too.
I tried to.
Did you track a few down last night? I think you did.
I tried to. Made him turn back in.
Yeah. Side to side. You're pretty good side to side, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are. That's the right answer. You are. You did a great job last night, young man.
Thank you.
You kept them. Do you have to give? Are you the instruction giver on defense?
Yes, I call the plays.
All the plays, and sort of. Is everybody in pretty good shape on that as far as being able to? Once you call something, everybody's now pretty much knowing what they're supposed to do and everything. You know.
Yes. Last week we had a lot of communication problems, but this week we got it together.
Got it together pretty well. I remember when I played, I played the same place, middle linebacker, and I had to do that. And a lot of times you'd have to go, okay, now you go here, and you go here, and you do this, and you do that. But y'all don't have to do that, do you?
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Not as much.
Yeah. Well, that's good. It's good. But, second game grew a lot from the first game, don't you think?
Yes, sir.
Feel better. It's more fun when you win, isn't it?
It is.
It always is. It always is. Well, congratulations for a good ball game last night. And knowing, like Coach said, your best games next week, and then the week after that, and you got leadership skills. You make that happen, okay?
Yes, sir.
I know you will. Dalton Cox, look at that smile, huh? Does it get much better than this, Coach?
No.
What's it like coaching your son? I know this is your second child to coach.
Well, the first one, he actually had position coaches that had him, and I actually made a little movement to make sure that I didn't coach him directly. Caleb's not as fortunate. We're coaching a little short-handed this year, and Caleb has me sometimes as his direct coach, and I'm a lot more involved in the offense than I was back when Jared played.
Right.
And so maybe a little tougher sometimes for Caleb than it was for Jared. I hope that at the end of this season that Caleb and I are still able to hug each other and
be friends.
Because sometimes as a coach, you're harder on your own children than you are others. And I've told all my children all the way through their athletics that it won't ever be fair. No matter how good you are or how bad you are, it will not be fair, because everybody will say, well, he's the coach's son or she's the coach's son or daughter or whatnot. And so anyway, I've tried to get them to understand that it's a non-win situation.
Right,
just enjoy playing the game and don't worry about what other people are saying.
There you go. Folks, we're mighty proud of them, and here's the third quarter.
And again, Cody Morton puts it in the end zone. That's such a big advantage.
Well, they got to where they weren't even looking. I think there's a couple of them they could have returned, but they just were running away from them.
Good defense there. I believe that was Trey that made the tackle, and we were worried about that they may have some momentum and stuff, but our defense is on a come out and play really well right here. We're going to go 3 downs and make them punt it. And good job there. Cody Michael, Joe London. And they try to run a sweep. And
good job.
First one misses him, but Cody Michael makes the stop there along with Josh Duncan. And so, hey, 3 plays, -1, and they've got to punt the football.
And that's how you want the second half to start off.
And we're going to get the ball in great field position. Their side of the 50, 47-yard line. And, we're thinking, all right, here we go. We just need to take this thing down and score. And instead, we're going to take a sack right here. And when we take the sack, you can see the rush came through. Ball came out, and they're going to get the football. And so we've gone from doing exactly what we wanted to do to giving them the ball at the 41-yard line. So now they're on our end of the field, and defense is having to come back out. If they'd been running the other way, we were in great shape, but they were coming to the wide side of the field, and so anyway, they end up picking up a first down, but then the defense is on a step up. They help us out right there. And they actually lose 4 yards on the play. I think we're going to make them lose yardage again as they fumble the pitch. And Cody Michael, I'm telling you, he's beginning to step forward.
Yeah, he's finding the ball.
He's beginning to play at the speed that you got to play with. Right here, Jonathan Stovall and Dalton Cox on the stop. And so our defense came out and did a great job right there. I mean, that's an absolutely great job, because we could have lost all momentum right there. Their punter shanks it.
About a 4-yarder.
We got a little pressure on him there, and
he wasn't but 6 yards deep that time, I swear, Coach.
So now we take back over, and we're not. Doesn't look like we're going to do very good, because we're going to lose yardage on the first play. So now it's 2nd down and long. And we come back and trying to hit John Floyd, really just throwing it away. And this is the big play right here. This is where I thought it changed the whole game. From this time on, we're going to roll. Justin's going to hit Caleb. And that's just great concentration, good catch. Way to get extra yardage, and that's the way to tuck on to that football.
Hans off.
And got anything you want to say about that play? Just grateful you made it.
Just caught it and ran. I don't really remember much.
We're going to come back, run the option this way, and they're playing it a little differently this time. And so we get a short gain, but that's okay. Because when they made that adjustment they made, then we're able to go and do some other things too.
When, Coach, did that play like that come into being used? Because when we played, there was no way in the world you would have pitched the ball that close to a defensive man. To one of your guys.
Yeah. I don't know.
We got a touchdown.
We got a touchdown there to Zane Price, and it's been a while, probably a decade or longer when we first saw it. Coach Melton, if I remember right, was the first one that saw that being pitched forward, and well, it came into play with the shotgun offense. Now, back when you played in the single wing, you guys could have done it because you were already backed off the ball. But that's what makes it where it's able to work, is that you've got it. You're backed off the ball already.
There's no way in the world W.C. Cooper would have been that loose with the football to throw it toward a defensive man and expect one of your guys to get there first.
Coach Cooper, he's a lot wiser than me. That's probably the reason y'all didn't turn the ball over very much.
4 yards in a cloud of dust.
Cookeville was able to get the first down, and they're throwing their bootleg here, and glad that they had people open on that pass all night long, but they just could not connect on it. Zane Price and Robert Collier on the stop there. They don't get us right here. They got behind us there. We had a little confusion about what we were actually playing, and now again, thankful they couldn't pitch and catch. Coach Hazlett and I don't have to go to work on the secondary and see if we can't get better communication skills going. Dalton's got better communication skills going up in the front. We got to get it going in the back. And just a good little quick throw right there.
See, that's a 5 or 6 yard pop every time.
Yep. It's something that I hope we get better and better on. And Justin had good velocity on that ball. Here comes the blitz, and pretty good job by the offensive line there, picking it up. Leaves us with a 3rd and short, so that's invite them across again.
There they go. That's the 5th time for number 91.
So we get the first down, and here, just a real unique play. Guards going one way, we're going the other. And Justin Brown picks up the first down.
Sidestep that guy, just
and we're going to come back, and he's going to hit Jonathan Floyd. Good catch by Jonathan, pick up 9 yards. and we've got them trying to figure out who's covering who.
They're just about on their heels right now. Close.
And we give the ball to Trey, and he turned, gets those shoulders turned. He can't quite get it to the end zone, but that's just so good that he's getting his shoulders turned when he gets out there, and they're not hitting him with him still running sideways. So he picks up another couple of yards, and Justin Brown thinks he's Tim Tebow and puts it in there. And we had one too many in the huddle, so we had to back up 5 yards, but good snap there by Trevor Denny, and good hold by Caleb Olive, and a good kick by Cody Morton. And we're up 34-17. Now we need to think about draining that clock when we get our hands back on the ball, and defense needs to think about don't let them have any big plays. And they try to run an option. And I believe that was Mr. Banks there, Aaron Banks. He has just really improved here over the last few weeks, and we may have found a home for him, Mr. Aaron Banks. He is playing hard and has moved up through the ranks quickly. He's gone from about a fourth teamer to where he got to play a tremendous amount of football last night.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, and that's great. What about it? Looks good?
Yes, sir.
Feels good? All right. Hans, good catch.
Thank you.
See, I won't ever call him that other name because I'm never going to call him his real name again because of you, because y'all, what you did to me. Folks, we'll be back with fourth quarter football here in just a minute. It's an inside joke, don't you know?
They say you see the world differently. It's like you see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. That's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart has more locations than anyone in the state, giving more heart patients a new lease on life. For more than 40 years, they've been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on.
Need a part for your car that the dealer just wants too much money for? Well, bring your toolbox and pull the part yourself for huge savings at the CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull on Highway 55 between Tullahoma and Manchester. No walking through waist-high weeds here. All of our vehicles are located in our graveled parking lot, up on blocks with room to work. We stock hundreds of cars and trucks, foreign and domestic, new and old, with new vehicles added weekly. You can even search our entire vehicle inventory online. And if your old vehicle gives up the ghost, bring it by. We offer top dollar for your salvage vehicle. Open to the public 7 days a week until 6:30 or until dark, so there's plenty of time to come by. That's CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull.
The Wash Spot on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma is your new state-of-the-art, high-tech express tunnel car wash that gets your car clean quickly and beautifully. We have 4 washes available, from the $6 Express Wash to the $12 Supreme Clean, featuring DuraShield Total Car Protectant. Just pick your wash and let the Express Tunnel Wash leave the dirt behind. After the wash, you can help yourself to one of the free vacuums. Come by 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to get the best wash in town at a great price. We're located at 2180 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma. The Wash Spot, locally owned and operated.
Life moves fast, but on the internet, it moves at super speed. Like the awesome video that was posted last night. Today it'll be shared, then adored, then parodied, then overexposed. And by tomorrow morning, rediscovered by a whole new generation of users.
Download faster, upload faster, stream faster, and experience life at the speed of internet with high-speed Charter Internet.
Fourth quarter opens up with Cookeville having football, and they make a big pass completion there, and Zane Price runs them down, move it out to the 46-yard line. They're just about every down right now. Van Williams.
Brian made some good plays last night.
Yes, he did. Now, right here, they're trying to sneak number 10 past us. See 10 trying to come out the back door there? That's what it looked like to me, at least, because they had tried to do that against Brentwood, not out of that formation, different formation, but same philosophy. And good defense there.
Big Pearson.
Their guard moved, so it's 3rd down. They hit a swing pass here, and that's the way they converge on him. We just need to tackle him a little bit better, a little bit more solid. He ended up getting it back up there. 4th down, and we're playing north of the border rules. That's what I told the officials last night. We get pass interference called against us. They had actually a personal foul, dead ball personal foul called against them, so it ended up being 1st and 10 for them all over again as they got the 1st down off their penalty, and then they back it up 15 back to the same spot, but they get the 1st down. And anyway,
they can't hold on to the ball now, though. They're tired. You can see it in the way they're going.
And they're playing a little bit out of sync right here. This is not the style of offense that they want to try to play. And so we got another big 4th down coming up.
Yeah, everybody's quit just about on their team except number 10. Nobody's sent him the memo yet.
And they try to go to an empty, and good job there by Van Williams. And so we take over the ball at the 46-yard line. And good job by Justin, good read, and he picked up the low snap, and just a good job running. That's good extra yardage.
Still going.
Still going.
Energized
He
Bunny.
ended up with about 15 or 16 extra yards there.
Play was good for 36 yards.
And I'm so proud of our offensive linemen. They are coming off, trying to get after people, and they're not perfect, but it's a whole lot better than it was last week. And need to name some of those guys off. Our seniors there, 71, Kelton Hickerson, I thought he played really hard last night. Nick Gagnier, the other senior. And then Josh Duncan plays one guard, and the tackles are 2 juniors, Jordan Kinney and Austin Shahan, and a sophomore got in there to play some last night, Ben Carter. And my hat's off to them, and Dalton and John Floyd at tight end. They all played well last night, and at least played hard, and that's improvement for us. And again,
great
snap by Trevor Denny to Caleb Olive, and put down on a piece of a block. Cody's the first kicker that we've had that does not use a block. And we mess up there. We let the boy, the young man, get outside us right there, and don't turn him back into our teammates. And we're glad that the 40-yard line grabbed him right there.
Yeah, he tackled himself.
Aaron Banks on the tackle, and they're just trying to run the clock out now. Okay, they have conceded the ball game, and they're just on, willing to run the clock out, and we're just gonna get caught right here. Need to make the tackle, but instead we sling him around. He's going the other direction, and we have nobody in position. We're not trailing it properly, and don't have enough speed to run him down, and so they get a touchdown there at the end of the game that we wish that we hadn't given up, but it's part of it. That's an unusual set right there. You don't see that set very often. And
their little kicker kicked the ball well last night.
He did. And we had a little trouble there adding our numbers up. The score is really 37-24, which is going to be the final score of the game. And Trey Burks on the return.
Scoreboard went off for a while.
There earlier it did. Not sure what happened there. Too much technology for me.
Somebody turned the switch off.
I think he just restarted it.
He restarted it and it came right back up where it's supposed to be.
Trey there, we're running a little trap play. Picks up some good yardage, but they called us for one of our receivers being in motion, so we lose that yardage. And so it's 1st and 15, and I'm saying we do not want to give them the football back. We want to run this clock, and Trey's able to turn the corner and pick up good yardage, except he went out of bounds. And
stop the clock.
Stop the clock. You know, next time you need to go down inside those white lines when we're trying to run it, but they jump for us. Pick up the first down. And Justin pulls it again, and he's on pick up 5 or 6 hard-earned yards. I'll get it out here in a minute.
And you're laughing at me.
That's right. There's our trap, and Trey bounces it outside there, and this time he is going to stay in bounds, and that's what you want, because as soon as they'll stop the clock to set the chains, but once they set the chains, the clock starts running again, and then we want to try to drain as much off that clock as we can.
Look how big that hole is.
That was a great cut by Trey.
Cut. But those holes that are 3 and 4 yards wide now used to be a yard wide at the start of this ball game. So, you know, they're gassed and they're not getting to the ball as quickly as they were early.
Good hustle. Good effort there, and offense is doing what they need to do here to finish this game off. And now we're going to take a knee because the ball game is over. And so we take a knee, and that'll be the last play of the game.
That's it.
That is it. And they had 3 timeouts left, so until we knew for sure they weren't going to use their timeouts, we were going to keep trying to move the football.
Keep moving the ball. Yeah, you can't. You know, that all of that prevent stuff to me prevents you from winning. You need to go ahead and play your game.
Yeah.
You see a lot of them back off of their game to not to make a mistake and end up getting beat because of it. And that's just not real smart, I don't think. But we're pretty smart here in Tullahoma. We got that win, and we're proud of our boys and our coaching staff for that. And let's see what we're going to do right now. Do the players of the week, and which one you want me to go to first? And that's going to be offensive player of the week. And this week, because of the strides that he has made from last week to this week, and as I said earlier, you could almost see Justin grow from the first part of this ball game to the last part of this ball game.
The second half, he grew a lot. I'm just telling you, as a football player, he grew a lot in the second half.
And that's Justin Brown.
Justin Brown, and Trey had a very good football game. Zane Price had a good football game. And you know what? None of those guys would have had a good football game if those 5 offensive linemen hadn't decided it was time to play.
That's right.
And so it's good night for the offense. I don't know how many yards we ended up with, but it was a lot.
Good night for them. And our defensive player of the week this week for his ability to communicate, not only with his shoulder pads, but with his head and showing the people that play around him what to do and calling the plays. Dalton Cox had a great game last night, and we want to award him with the defensive player of the week.
And I don't know, again, what his stats are. Coach Britton was doing that this morning when I left the field house to come over here. But Dalton played a solid ball game last night, and he was, as you said, the communicator. He was directing, getting people lined up, and that was as important as anything to us last night.
And Joseph London had a good ball game.
Joseph played well. Cody Michael played well.
Played very well.
Especially in the second half, Cody played a lot better. I saw Trevor Denny. I saw Aaron Banks do some good things. I saw some defensive tackles do some really good things.
Trey Burks made some big hits
on defense. So it's good. That's what it's about. It's team football.
All right, so this week's unsung hero for the catch that in my estimation change the course of this football game, that would be Caleb Olive, formerly known as Caleb Olive, from now on and henceforward known as Hans Olive, for the catch. And that's Caleb Olive right there, and he's our unsung hero of the week.
And I think he played really well last night. I thought he came in and gave us some stability at wide receivers. We were a little helter-skelter, and then he made a big catch, and then he had 2 big blocks also in the ball game that led to scores.
Sure did. Now, with all of that said, coming to town next week is a nemesis through the past few years, and one of our great rivals in
Columbia's coming to town, and we beat them in 2010. That basically gave us the district championship when it was all said and done. That was the only game they lost. I take it back, they actually lost to Lincoln County that year later on in the season, but we ended up winning the district championship. 2011, and I guess I need to back up, in 2010 we beat them in overtime to win it, and then they obviously beat us in the state quarterfinals. In 2011, we're playing them last year at their place on a Thursday night lights game, and had the unfortunate that we mishandled the football a couple of times inside the 20-yard line and ended up getting beat 13-10, and they went on and won the district, and we finished runner-up. This year, they're still picked to win the district. Shelbyville is supposed to be the team that pushes them. We'll find out whether we're going to have a chance at a district championship or not, probably this Friday night. If we win, we obviously are in the race. If we lose but play really well, which is a possibility, then we'd still be in the race. If they line up and just clean the field with us, and we'll know that they're at the top of the heap and we're not there, that we got a lot of work to still do. And we're a young team. I keep trying to remind myself of that, but as Coach Oakley said last night, I'm tired of that excuse. But I don't want last night to be our best ball game.
No.
We played with a lot of emotion last night and so forth, which is what you got to play this game with. But we got to get mentally prepared for the next one now.
That's it.
And part of that is we got to grow up as a practice team. If we'll get to where we practice better, we'll play better on Friday nights.
Yeah. Well, they did a good job, and I tell you what, we're always proud of these young men. We're proud of our coaching staff and the support that the community gives this football program.
Yes.
You look at the folks and what they do, and the different ways of sponsorship through school or through the quarterback club, or just people coming forward. The things that are done for this program makes it as big and wonderful as it is in Tullahoma. And the fans and the people of this town are behind our football program 100%, and behind you guys. And we're there for you because you make it good for us and interesting for us, and we know that no matter what happens, we are always competitive, and you can always see people doing the best they can do to represent this community.
That's what we hope, and we talked about that last night, that you represent more than yourself, you represent more than our team, you represent more than our school, you represent our community.
That's it.
And
we're proud.
So anyway, it's good, and we got Columbia coming to town.
That's
I know
right.
UT and NC State are playing in Atlanta and on the television and whatnot. DVR them or whatever kind of device you have nowadays.
That's all about money.
And
this is about pride.
Come have a little fun with us, and then you can go home and watch Tennessee and North Carolina on your DVR.
That's it.
And 7 o'clock, big ball game, first district game for us, and
fill it up, folks.
Fill it up. We look forward to having Columbia Lions, their quarterback Markham, coming to town. He's a show in himself.
Yep. Like to see him on his back, Mr. Cox. Did you hear that? Like to see Mr. Markham on his back, Mr. Cox. Make that happen for us?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's a guarantee, folks. Thank you so much for watching this. It's going to replay tonight. That would be Saturday night at 8:30 and Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. It's the John Olive 5th Quarter Show celebrating 20 years of excellence in Tullahoma. See you next time.